Look, I bought my 3D glasses.
Can they see me in 3D?
No, unfortunately not. Jared was going to throw them out, actually.
No.
I salvaged them.
No, they're cool. They're fashion
Fashion accessories.
accessories. I'm in my 3D glasses, and we saw Peanut. We saw Wim Wenders' 3D dance movie, which was
Wonderful.
And
Although I fell asleep.
yeah, you fell asleep in Hello Dolly and in When Love Comes, and so a gorgeous movie, and really sensitive and heartfelt. And the weird thing is that you get to the end, and there are so many narrative pieces of choreograph that at the end you can't remember one piece from another because there's so much to take in. It begins with Stravinsky's Rite of Spring, and it's arresting because the 3D is actually like so much like being in a performance. I found it was like being up in the circle in a theatre, and there was sort of seeing it from a distance, but in 3D. And then at one point I actually found the 3D really intrusive. Can they see me in 3D? Because what I was more interested in was the choreography and the stories and the personalities that were being discovered in the interviews, and ultimately I found the 3D was kind of superfluous.
Faded away.
It was technically interesting, but it didn't actually, other than as a technical exercise, it didn't tell the story or give us the characters any better than it would have without them. But then what I feel like when I say that is like, you know, what would I have said when colour was introduced? Would I have said that colour was done? What would I have said when sound was introduced? That it wasn't necessary, that silent film was perfect as it was. So, you know, 3D will probably happen just because it can.
Well, it's a mechanism to get people back to the cinema. Essentially,
and it got us back at twice the price, and
the cinema was packed,
and it was good, and it's worth. I mean, look, if you love anything to do with dance, because it's astounding. Peanut is this a German based choreographer. She has died. Wim Wenders is making a documentary about the dance company that she worked with. It's a presentation of many of the pieces that she choreographed by different generations of the dance company, and it's a series of interviews with the dancers from these different generations about their response to her working with her, and it's compelling. And it's beautiful. It's sad. It's good.
The score was interesting too.
Yeah, well, the variety. I mean, the sheer variety of the choreographed pieces, from the sort of throwaway, light, you know, vaudeville to pop culture to Stravinsky. The settings. I mean, the astonishing one with the. There's a whole set where the original piece was based around some chairs at the Muller Cafe or something,
right.
and there are some, and then so when they did this piece for Wim Wenders, they did a whole fucking stage, like a massive stage, with these cafe chairs on it, and then the cafe chairs become not just props but involved props in the rest of the choreography, and visually, and this is where the 3D really did work. That was just astounding as a visual image. It was
because you had that depth of field with all the chairs. It was scattered throughout that space.
Sensational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really captured that. You, as you said, you felt you were there in the circle, looking down. It brought you into the moment, and I think if 3D has done anything interesting since the gimmick of Avatar, this is one instance where you forget that you're watching the movie through the 3D glasses. That just fades away. You forget about the blurriness, because obviously I wear glasses, and then you've got to wear glasses on top of glasses, which just seems, well, it's stupid. And it makes it, you get this blurred edge effect that happens with your sight. But that sort of disappears, and you end up focusing on the body movements and the choreography and the dance. So, next topic.
Oh, well, look, speaking of Wim Wenders, I just picked up a copy of Wings of Desire, which is one of my favourite movies, on DVD, and I'm looking forward to seeing that again. One of the most perfectly realised pieces of poetry in recent, in the modern period of German cinema.